And this has been alluded to as Porngate. There is no pornography here. All right, that's
Right.
just to be clear.
So, offensive emails. Do these emails offend you?
No. If anybody, maybe that's the first time somebody actually asked me the question. If there's anybody who should have been offended, I suppose they should have asked me. No. Are they sophomoric, some of the ones that were sent to them? Absolutely. But again, we are talking about, you keep talking in the papers about hundreds of emails. All right, hundreds of emails that Terry McGowan sent to him, correct, that happened. Lots of emails that Seamus McCaffrey sent to him and other members of the court, that happened. Not a single email from McGowan or McCaffrey was forwarded to anybody else. We are talking about 18 emails between 6 of his golfing buddies and one law school person from 30, 40 years ago. That's what we're talking about, where he was actually in a dialogue.
That he forwarded or sent?
That he
18.
was an active participant.
You say that some that he received were sophomoric. Would you say the same about some of the material that he sent or forwarded?
Some of the material, it's not stuff the wife generally wants to read. I agree with you. But, I mean, he hired me as his counsel. So, I mean, this is an open book.
If you were appearing before your husband, if you put
that
yourself
would never happen.
in a hypothetical position of, say, someone who was a plaintiff or defendant in a case, would some of the content about women or about minority groups, would that bother you?
There are people that are sensitive to every single issue out there. That's the truth. Can I put myself in somebody else's position? Of course I can't do that. Are some people going to be offended? Let's say a judge is offended if a woman doesn't wear a skirt into a courtroom as opposed to pants. Now, I've been practicing 30 years. I'm a trial lawyer. I can recall the first time I wore a pair of pants into a courtroom. And I got like, what are you doing? So again, we're talking about sensitivities. And can I say that somebody might be uncomfortable because of what's happened here? I'm sure they will be. But you've got to look at the activity that took place and what did he do? Blame him for what he did, not what was done to him. There's a big difference between being the person that's punched and the person that punches.